Hello, good day, sir and friends. Today we are here to explain about our PBT. So first, let me introduce my group mates. So Anthony Manogan, myself, TAARANEE Segar, Nur Farah Maisura binti Matno. So here we can see our introduction. That is myIT.com. Sandrian Berhad is an IT company located in Georgetown, Pulau Pinang. The company consists of 6 different departments located in commercial area building shared with other organizations. In the past few months, the company has experienced several security issues such as information leakage between the core staff are able to access and view confidential information of other departments, sensitive and confidential business information, network connection, and latest hardware and operating system. The organization asked IT support team to come out with a proposal that includes solution to solve all the problems. The solutions chosen by IT team will ensure all the problems can be solved. The solution for the first problem is password security, and the second solution for the second problem is should be able to set up and create the best password. Then the second solution would be troubleshooting and data backup. The next would be move the access point. Solution for the last problem is data patch. The objective of other proposals are identify the problems that faced by myitcompany.com, Sandrian Berhad, establish the related probable causes, improve the security of the current network and information to solve all the security issues which faced by myit.com, Sandrian Berhad, to protect sensitive and confidential information from unauthorized users while maintaining access for unauthorized users, establish a secure environment for data exchange between the departments to maintain a safe network with the highest security protection, provide a system with a reliable confidentiality and data integrity, create a system with the data availability. So, as you all know, troubleshooting has 6 steps. So the first one will be identify the problem. The second one will be establish a theory of probable cause. The third one will be test your theories to determine the cause of the problem. The fourth one will be establish a plan of action to resolve the problem and implement the solutions. And the next one will be verify the functionality and if applicable, implement the preventive measures. The last process is document your finding, actions, and outcomes. So here we can see the probable causes of the security issues experienced by scenario 1. The scenario 1 is information leakage between the department cause staffs are able to access and view confidential information of other department. The most likely causes are the internal risk may arise as a result of a lack of access control. This allows the attackers to acquire access to the outside world without gaining unauthorized access to the business data. The most important part of access control is identifying who has the permission to change, read, add, delete data. The second one is due to the lack of access restrictions. It may causes because unauthorized individual will be able to access secret information from other departments. It is possible of a member of the company ID staff modify the system's access control with the malevolent intent and knowledge of the system's access control, so that the person, the staff, can sell or else they can give their information, the company information to some other person. It means the unauthorized person, so that the secrets will be known by other person. So the third one, with the corporation must also offer all the employees with their passwords to access secret information, rather than not providing username, password, file, and folder permissions. Users also can construct their own passwords and usernames, which could be weak and easily cracked or be hacked. Scenario 2. Some been found published on the internet and action taken to prevent from recurring in the future sensitive and confidential business information. The most likely causes are internet and external information breaches have resulted in the publication of sensitive and confidential corporate information on the internet, whether the intentionally or unintentionally. Employee who engage in phishing scams such as visiting an unauthorized website, clicking on the links is suspected unfamiliar emails, or opening the email attachments expose their company's system and the data substantial danger. We must ensure that employees are aware of phishing methods to reduce the risk of being defrauded. Another causes is sharing the sensitive or personal information of the insecure methods, USB, HDD, and even some cloud server connections might cause data leaks. Employees that are irresponsible stealing company information and publishing it on the internet to gain more money or bring the company down. When it comes to the leaking confidential information, it's usually the company's own employees who are already most dangerous. Scenario 3. Some of the staffs are having problem with their network connection, and most of their their documents cannot be recovered with this problem happen. The most probable cause are staffs This is the probable cause. Most of the company uses a copper-based broadband subscription service. When the lines are cut or damaged during a construction project in an area, this is a common problem. Data server failure is another typical cause of connectivity problems. Issues with the router could possibly be the cause of this issue. Any failure of the devices can result in a full network failure. Operation that depend on their connectivity can slow the crawl if there isn't a backup or redundant system in the place to take over. Sometimes this also caused by heavy bandwidth usage. In other instances, it can be caused by the lack of the hard disk space. This could give the connectivity issues most of the time among the staff of the company. These connectivity issues lead to the loss of the data and also the documents. The fourth scenario is some departments are not providing with their latest hardware, therefore, they might not have the latest update on their operating system version. The most likely causes are this issue arise on a frequent basis in some departments. The previous problem is caused by the insufficient hardware. More powerful hardware is required for the new operating system than the in the previous version. Check the hardware requirements before the proceeding with the upgraded, because the system that ran the previous OS file maybe run the new OS new on very slowly or not at all. Second, application incompatibilities could be the source of this problem. This inability to execute specific apps is to another common issue that is come by upgrading an operating system, and also this is because running an uncooperative application in compatibility mode can make it work. And the next slide will be presented by the TAARANEE. And that's all from me.
Good day, sir. Today I would like to explain to you about steps and configuration and also suggestion. First problem is information leakage between departments cause staff are able to access and view confidential information of other department. Password security. The best practice for creating secure password, a password should include a combination of letters like numbers and characters. A password should not be shared with any other account. A password should not include any of the personal information like their address or phone number. So second one is correct SPAT key. This is a problem. Review the hardware requirements as system running previous operating system file may run new one slowly or not at all. The issue may be due to application incompatibility. Another certain application. This is because using compatibility mode is execute incooperative application can make it work. Okay, the second problem is some sensitive and confidential business information has been found published on the internet and no action taken to prevent this from recurring in the future. So secure delivery of confidential documents. It is one thing to keep confidential information safe on your own computer. If it needs to be delivered, it is important that that this is done in a safe manner. Okay. Next one, our annual Harper management carefully. The corporation improve its legal position and contribute to the creation of practical barriers in this way. Document must be kept locked and password protected on hard copies and electronic queries. Okay, next one about preventative measures. There are 7 preventive measures. First of all, indicate threats from ex-employees by carrying out stringent security check both before they are hired and after they have left. Carry out a security check on all official accounts, unofficial accounts, and means of ex-employees at least once a month. The third one, after any employees who have access to critical information leave, change their passwords. The fourth one is keep a regular check on the outflow of confidential information from the company. And the fifth one is collect workplace input from employees on a regular basis so that you can meet any employee dissatisfaction in the bud. Okay, next sixth one is improve internal system and guarantee that your company human resources and information technology department work together to safeguard sensitive data. The last but not least, higher information security and management controls. Okay, these are the third problem. The third problem is some of the staff are having to problem their network connection, and most of the time their document cannot be recovered when this problem happens. Move the access point. It is often better to relocate the router. The router should be placed higher up in a office, away from other devices that could interface with its connection. Interfere with its connection, and in a unobstructed central area between staff computers and routers, object and material such as metals. This about implement a wireless security plan. Disabling network sharing, setting strong password to protect wireless network routers, and installing firewalls to prevent viruses are just a few solutions. Companies can provide separate network for visitors with different passwords than company staff. Okay, this one is about implement data backup. Implement data backup. Computer or server that experience incompatibilities or performance issue after patching should be able to launch the storage. This backup saves cost and also time. Okay, next one is preventative measures. Use a monitoring tool. It is best to use a monitoring tool to ensure that you obtain all the required network information and do not lose. Okay, this one about increased amount of RAM. You may need to a faster processor, and more RAM is almost always needed, or increase the amount of RAM in your computer. Okay. The last one, increase amount of RAM. To solve this problem, you may require a faster processor, and more RAM is almost always required. Increase the amount of RAM in your computer. You will probably have to make do with what came in the box if you have a convertible or detachable laptop. Thank you. That's all from me.
Hi, my name is Farah and I will continue for budget plans for each solution. Okay, budget plan for solution number 1, information leakage between department because staff are able to access and view confidential information of the other department. We can use antivirus software to protect our information from being hacked by hackers. It can detect and remove virus from other kinds of malicious software from the PC. Bitdefender is one of the best antivirus software. Why we choose it? Number 1, the anti-malware technology award for endpoint security solution. It also won a award which is the best efficient and performance. It has maintained the highest ranking for five years in every test and every comparative. It's easy to use and flexible. It also has 100% scanning virus detection case. It comes with layer architecture and advanced machine learning. Each firmware can ensure that the endpoint is protected by a fully functional two-way firmware. Lastly, it provides several types of package. Here are the example. For number 1, antivirus plus. If you want basic protection and virtual private network, VPN support to your Windows device up to 3 maximum, then we recommend getting a Bitdefender Antivirus Plus. It is Bitdefender cheapest pay antivirus solution. Number 2, total security. The Bitdefender total security is great if you want to protect more than 3 to 5 devices. Not to mention that total security can also support Android, iOS, and Mac device in addition to Windows. It is more expensive because it provides security for all types of OS unlike another. Number 3, internet security. It offers everything you get with Windows Antivirus Plus. If you want the addition of parental control feature to block inappropriate page web and limit use of game, chat client, and file sharing program, then you could get the Bitdefender Internet Security instead. However, we think this is more suitable for parents. Okay, this is a price list. For antivirus, it is 103 ringgit Malaysia. For total security, it is 152 ringgit Malaysia. For internet security, it is 135 ringgit Malaysia. We also can try use RAS Secret ID hardware token. It is a small physical device that we use to authorize access to a suspicious network. Okay, Its purpose is to provide an extra security layer by ensure two-factor authentication. The two-factor authentication is what they know and what they have. What they know refer to username and the postcode, while what they have refer to pin code on the token. It comes in a pair of convenient model and will display a new code every 60 seconds. Why we choose it? Because it offers three decades of history, performance, and reliability. It provides a strong defense against keyloggers and those trying to get an entry to a system. It uses AES 128 algorithm and the synchronization. It undergoes strict physical testing to ensure a high quality product. Okay, second budget for second scenario. Some sensitive and confidential business information has been found published on the internet and no action taken to prevent this from recurring in the future. Okay, we can use access control software. It detects who allowed to access and use company information and resource. The policy ensures that user can properly access company data, authentication and authorization. Here we can use Manage Pass Access Manager. Okay, this it is a bunch of tools. Okay, for number one, open execution hardware platform, single step card issue and activation. Also have support for PoE and RF485 controller. Active Directory plugin, campus wide lockdown, and lastly, NFC access via mobile device. Why we choose it? Automatic activation and deactivation of syndicate, eliminated syndicate overflow, secure non-proprietary hardware, customized door access group and schedule, enable log easily, allow visitor to temporarily enter the door. Last but not least, data can be accessed from everywhere. Besides, we can also use advanced encryption standard. We recommend AES 256. It enables the use of secret key to shipper and decipher information. The original data can only be revealed with the correct key, that allowing it to remain secure from everyone but the authorized party. It has key length of 256 bytes, and it supports the largest byte size. Why we choose it? Because it is the most secure encryption method. It is too much to return first because a 256 byte private key will have 256 possible combination. It also resisted to attack from a supercomputer. Even the US government and its virus agency use only 256 bit byte equation to protect their top secret, which is why it also known as military grade encryption. It will remain unbreakable for future years at least. Okay, third budget for third issue. Some of staff are having problem with their network connection, and most of time their document cannot be recovered when this problem happen. Okay, we can use how to solve it. We use labor, human resource need to meet the requirement of the project. For Wi-Fi project, typical labor type of Wi-Fi engineer, network engineer, technician, and project manager. Material, products, or electronic needed for the project. For Wi-Fi project, typical material are access point, switches, controller, software, subscription, license, and warranties. For service and installation, we will recruit cable and access point to be installed throughout a facility. Another network equipment is also installed to complete the network setup. For service, after installation, the engineer perform education survey to verify that the network is working properly. The same design software can be used to verify the Wi-Fi has been installed properly and meet all project requirements. Okay. For the last budget, for the last issue, some departments are not providing with the latest hardware. Therefore, they might not have the latest update on the operating system version. How to select when to fix the processor, the IT engineer, hardware technician, material, product or electrician needed for the company. For hardware device, replica material are access point, switches, processor, wires, software, sub-application, lesson and warranty, and many more. Okay, for estimate okay, if price list, technician we have 1,050 ringgit Malaysia. Total material is 10,000, 10,000. Sorry. Okay. In conclusion, the proposed concluded solution are In conclusion, the proposed concluding section could remind reader that while network security is critical for many from internet access, email and the web, which are now essential for business, offer severe hazard to computer system and the privacy of computer data. A business is always at risk without adequate network device and disaster recovery method. Therefore, device recommend regularly updated product and a well-defined outbreak response plan to define and deal with this ever grow threat. Finally, we must always update the software to the latest version, and the organized must continue to make this effort to avoid repeating the same problem. As suggestion, employment could install a protect device, software, and application to protect company data from malicious intrusion. Addressing the the company could ensure that their data is accurate to provide malicious third party in to summary. If the organization continue its digital information, utilize more digital access service and big data, they must also be responsible for daily data monitoring and protection. All firms must be conscious about how they safeguard the data and information. That's all from our group. Thank you.